you want to make $10,000 a month, I'm going to break it down so you can get there ASAP, what I did, and what's the best path. And first thing you kind of need to do is reverse engineer what it takes to make $10,000 in a month. So if we were to take an easy example like drop shipping or like some sort of e-commerce where you're selling a product, let's say you're selling a $10 product. Well, to get to $10,000 a month, that means you have to get 1,000 people to buy your product. And trust me guys, getting 1,000 people to even know you and like you is hard. Getting 1,000 people to buy from you, that is a whole nother level. And a lot of you guys going down that sort of path with dropshipping, e-commerce, or even thinking about it, it's going to be very difficult. It doesn't even include the cost to pay for the products, the advertisement, all that sort of stuff. So that's obviously not a smart path. Let's say you were selling something that's $10,000, right? You'd only need one person to buy it per month, but you'd also have to provide a ton of value and probably have a ton of skills, a ton of knowledge, and just a ton of smarts in this industry to be able to charge someone $10,000, right? Very, very difficult, especially for your own business. What I have done and what I think is the smartest way to get to $10,000 a month is selling a $10,000 product or service, but selling it for somebody else. So essentially as a high ticket closer. So you're still selling a $10,000 product or service, but you're getting 10% commission on that. So you're selling it for somebody that can deliver the actual offer. They can actually provide someone with the value that is worth $10,000 because you can't. But what you can do is you can sell it for them and take commission. All you have to do is take sales calls, talk to their leads, and they will handle all the marketing. They'll handle actually fulfilling on that service. And that is literally just the easiest way to get to $10,000 a month, because you don't need all these different skills that would be required to charge someone $10,000 and to provide that sort of value, but you can still sell something that's $10,000 and take 10% commission, which would obviously be $1,000 for each one that you sell. And all you need is 10 people per month to actually make $10,000, 10 people per month to buy with your company to make $10,000 a month. So this is literally what I've been doing. It's called high ticket closing, and it's a very, very simple business model. You don't need to do any sort of marketing. You don't need to do any sort of fulfillment. You also don't need to do any customer service. In my opinion, this is one of the easiest and just simplest ways to get to $10,000 a month, because you can come into a company that's already established, already making tons of money, and you can basically just come on as their sales rep and sell for them and basically sell something that people already want to buy. And so a lot of times you're going to be selling for like big gurus, big content creators that push either their high ticket service or their high ticket like program. All right, so big gurus, content creators. If you are keeping up with the world, you've probably been seeing people like this everywhere, as well as just online companies that have some sort of like marketing service. So like agencies, they all need their high ticket services sold. They need sales reps for that, especially the big ones. The small ones, they can do it themselves, but the people making the big bucks, they need high ticket closers to just talk to their prospects and close the deal. All right, and the beautiful thing about this is you only need one skill to actually do this. With everything else, with all these other businesses, you need tons of different skills to be successful, and you need a lot of capital. But with this, all you need is to understand sales and understand how to talk to people, which is very, 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 very simple. You can learn it very quickly, and that is why I think this is so easy, and you don't really need that much upfront capital unless you were to invest into mentorship like my students have, and they're absolutely crushing it. And for example, a couple of my students have just landed offers where they're basically selling something that is 55, actually the highest one is 55,000, but a normal package is around $20,000, and they're appointment setters, which means they're more entry-level positions. So they get 5% So even that is $1,000, and they only need to set up a few appointments per day, talk to a few people per day to make $10,000 a month. And I think the average person in that company, the average appointment setter, is making around $5,000 to $14,000 a month, which again, guys, is an entry-level position. So if you guys are looking for help to do this, you can check out the Closer Launchpad. That's my one-to-one mentorship. I can basically teach you how to get into this and how to sell, as well as how to actually get in with a company to sell their product or their service. And the reason this is so beautiful is because it's just so lean and it's so simple, because you obviously don't have to build any sort of infrastructure. The company has built all the infrastructure for you. All you do is you jump on Zoom, talk to their prospects, and close the deal. It's pretty much just like any other sales job, except it's online and you're talking to warm leads, people that already want to buy. Made a ton of free trainings on how to get into this. So if you're not ready to, actually get mentorship, check out my free trainings. It's literally gonna give you all the sauce you need to be successful. And I'll just do the math for you on $10,000 a month, like how many calls you need to take and everything like that. So let's say you're taking 4 calls per day. Each one is around 45 minutes. So let's say you work 5 to 6 hours per day. Again, guys, this is why this is such a good model, because it doesn't take that much time either, because you have an incredibly valuable skill. And let's say you have a standard close rate. All right, a close rate just means out of these many people you talk to, how many people actually end up buying. So 25% is super, super standard, and you don't have to be that insane at sales to close 1 person out of 4 people that already want to buy anyways. So 25% is very standard. That means 1 person is going to buy every single day. And let's just say, just for realistic sake, instead of selling a $10,000 program, you're selling a $5,000 program, which is also pretty standard. 10,000 is more on the higher end. Obviously you wanna be selling something ideally that's 10,000 or higher, but 5,000 is pretty average. And let's just say you work 22 days out of the month, but essentially if you close 1 person per day for a $5,000 offer, service, program, that's $500 cold hard commission that you're taking home in profit. Because remember, you're not paying for marketing, you're not paying for fulfillment, you're literally just taking calls and making money. So it's straight profit. And if you just do that 22, or let's just say 20 days out of the month, so you can still take all the weekends off, you still enjoy life, you can also travel around, because when you're doing this online, you can literally work from anywhere in the world. That is still $10,000 per month if you do the math. And that is why high ticket closing is the best business model there is. And if you're in your 20s and you want to work hard and you want to grind and you want to learn the most valuable skill in the world, this is 100% the best path to go down. You don't want to mess around with businesses, especially in the beginning, because if you don't even understand sales, you're not going to be able to run a business successfully. So this gives you pretty much like the foundations that you need. And once you kind of get to that 6 figures per year point in income, then a lot of doors are going to open up now that you have the foundations. And from there, you can actually kind of become more of an entrepreneur. You can open your own business and become kind of the top dog and make, 7 figures per year rather than 6. Obviously, it's going to take a lot of work. But if you guys are serious about that, even if you just want to make 6 figures a year and have freedom, check out my other videos, check out my free trainings. And if you guys just want to skip straight to the top and learn from somebody that's already done this, again, check out the Closer Launchpad. I mean, just crazy results. I have some interviews from my students on this page as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.